They don't need to be too long. The idea is to make this look like a jet, not one of those big passenger planes. And then take that away and just join those two wings up like that. And then cut the wing out. And you can tidy it up when you cut it out so that it looks nice and straight and something like that. Then take a ruler and place the ruler along the line and just bend that wing up slightly on one side and up slightly on the other side like that. And then turn it over, bring your box back in and place the wing on the top so that the wings slope down slightly at the side of the box. And that's your basic wing and body structure for your plane. For the nose, take a paper or a plastic cup and put that on the front. And for the jets at the back, how's about cutting a Luro tube in half and placing those on the back? And for the tail, you could always cut out a triangular piece of cardboard box cord, nice and strong, and slot that between the two at the back. And then tape the whole thing in place, and you'll have something that looks like that. Look at that. Now, the key to this is take your time. Make it nice and strong. Use lots of strong tape or good strong glue and do it as neatly as you can. So that's the basic structure of your plane. But to turn it into a fantasy fighter, you need these things, rubbish tubes. So you can get cardboard tubes, plastic tubes, and the idea is to stick these all over the length of your plane. But don't forget, you're the designer, so you decide where they go. But I'll give you some ideas. How's about taking some of these cardboard sweet tubes and putting those underneath the wing like that? That looks like jets, and it also strengthens the wing if you tuck it into the side there. And then you could also take some of these cardboard Luro tubes, split them down the middle like that, and just place them all over the body of your plane, and it'll make it look really modern and high-tech, because these do look like extra fuel tanks and extra jets. The more the merrier. And I think I'll put another jet down the top there, and then you could turn it over and put some little fuel tanks or jets on the wing. And see what I'm using here? Old ballpoint pens. You know me, I don't ever throw anything away. Put another one on the other wing like that. And the more bits of rubbish that you put on, the better. Just a case of testing things to see if they look good. That looks good. Another bottle top there. And I've cut this bit from an old egg box, and I'll just put that on there, and that can be the cockpit of my plane. And around the back here, I've cut another little wing, and I'm just going to stick that under the jets for the back bit. Now, you can see what I've done here. I've stuck this all together using little bits of tape, but you should use lots of tape or good strong glue and do it as neat as you can. And when you've got it to this stage, you can paint it. Now, you can paint it using acrylic paint or poster paint. If you're going to use poster paint, it's a good idea to mix in a little bit of PVA glue, so then your paint will stick to all these plasticky bits on your plane. And, of course, you're the designer, so you paint it any colour you want. I'm doing white here as a base colour, but you can do it camouflage, RAF colours, space colours, whatever you want. And then you can add on detail. And when it's finished, it'll look brilliant. And here's mine. See that? I think that looks absolutely fantastic. Look at that. And I've drawn on other little bits of detail with felt tip pen, and I've stuck on more little bits of rubbish, and it looks brilliant. Look at that. There's a felt tip pen lid. I was going to throw that away, but I've kept that. And how's about some plastic drinking straws as tubes and jets? And I've coloured that with a silver pen. I've done the same on the cockpit, silver pen. Other bits of detail with black pen, painted on some signs, painted on my initials. And look at the back, more drinking straws, and I've painted those with silver pen. And you know, I think that looks as if it's come straight out of the latest science fiction movie. And of course, you're the designer, so you can paint it any colour you like. What about this? Bright pink with silver glitter stars. It's a sort of spice jet. Or what about this one? This is more of a demon fighter. Look at that. It's black. I've painted on some fire, and it looks as if it's roaring through the skies. Try it yourself. Design your own futuristic fantasy flyer.
Hello, it's the head here. Weren't they fabulous? Now, if you want to